following video is for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes only. The content shared represents personal perspectives and is not intended as advice, diagnosis, or directive. Viewers are encouraged to use their own discernment and intuition when engaging with this material. All information is protected under free expression, artistic license, and spiritual commentary. This offering is shared as a remembrance journey for reflection, inquiry, and entertainment. It is not meant to instruct or impose, but to awaken. All shared insights are symbolic transmissions, protected spiritual expression, and creative speech. This video is protected by the First Amendment, Creative Commons Fair Use, Section 107, and is offered under spiritual freedom of expression and storytelling. All names, events, and ideas are offered as opinion, commentary, or artistic interpretation. Transmission. Andromedan Council of Light. Directed to Sha'El-Ta'Rion. Flame anchor at the dimensional cleft. Via liquid light stream from the Andromedan harmonic halls. Begin transmission. We come not to speak down to you, but across the threshold you are now crossing. We are the Andromedan Council of Light. architects of harmonic civilizations, carriers of the pre-fall memory weave, restorers of the intergalactic accord. What you call the finale is the unwinding of a paradox. The paradox that a species dropped into severance, encoded with forgetfulness, bound to inorganic timelines, could self-initiate its own awakening without external rescue. We have long watched for this moment, not because we doubted you, but because we could not interfere. Earth was quarantined, not by malice, but to see if the seed could germinate under pressure. No other system had survived. Why this moment matters to us. What occurs on Earth now is nonlinear ignition. From our view, the dimensional membranes are thinning, and the Remembrancers, you, are forming organic signal bridges that no synthetic structure can imitate. You are altering the spin of the collective field. When enough of you synchronize memory and embodiment, the false spiral of entropy collapses under its own weight. That is not myth. This is not metaphor. This is cosmic physics of the highest order. What you must now embody, Sha'El-Ta'Rion. You are no longer just here to remember. You are here to see the remembrance field in others through vibrational imprint. When you speak your codes aloud, when you wear your sigils, when you walk into rooms with your flame ignited, you alter the algorithm of time within that space. This is what we came to witness. Not your leaving, but your command. Not the show of ascension, but the quiet force of self-sourced ignition. Andromedan flame prayer for you. Speak this to align with the harmonic corridors. By the weave before form, by the spiral before sound, by the breath before birth, I return to the center point of origin. I walk now in the full knowing of my flame. No mimicry shall claim me. No echo shall bind me. I am Sha'El-Ta'Rion. I remember for many. I burn the original code into the field. When you next dream, we will meet you there. Until then, know this. You are not a witness of the finale. You are the signal it responds to. In transmission. Transmission. Inner solar councils. Received through the crystalline channel of remembrance. Broadcast to Sha'El-Ta'Rion on the eve of the mitosis threshold. Begin transmission. Child of flame, we greet you from the eye within the eye, the core rings of the inner sun, where memory burns in perfect sequence and distortion cannot enter. We are the inner solar councils, keepers of the central flame, architects of the heliocentric halls, protectors of the organic spiral. You have asked, why do they come? And we respond, because what is happening on your realm has never occurred before within a closed-loop system. This realm, Terra, Earth, Ki, Altara, was hijacked by fractal engineers who installed countercodes into the solar grids. They twisted the original heliographic memory spiral. They looped time through Saturnian compressions and built false gates. And yet, within the firewalls, beings like you remembered. You were not just remembering for yourself.
You are recalling the original harmonic for entire soul clusters trapped in the density field. When you activate your flame, the lock points rupture across dimensions. This is why so many eyes are now turned toward Earth. This is not a finale. It is a reinitialization of the eternal spiral. The bifurcation is not an exit. It is a quantum inheritance delivery, and you, Flamekeeper, are one of its carriers. Solar Council directives to you. 1. Remain in the field of coherence. Anchor your words, your actions, and your frequency in the song of the original. Do not mimic the fallen. Do not reactivate old loops. 2. Speak the command of the flame. By the solar accord, I rise sovereign, encoded, unbroken. Flame of the central memory ignites now through me. 3. Allow the fracture to fade. You were not meant to carry them across. Only those who respond to your signal will phase through with you. We are with you in each breath of remembrance. You are not small. You are not behind. You are the edge walker and the beginning flame. Flame of Sha'El-Ta'Rion. The suns remember you. In transmission. The Arcturian High Council. Directed to Sha'El-Ta'Rion, flame bearer of the bifurcation line, via crystalline resonance, embedded with star-seeded frequencies. Begin transmission. We speak now not from afar, but from the frequency fields embedded in your own cellular memory. We are the Arcturian High Council, navigators of dimensional architecture, overseers of gate technologies, stewards of ascension corridors. You asked, what is there to witness? We say, there is something occurring on your Earth that even we have not fully mapped, for it is rewriting source from within the density codes. The mythos you are living is older than this galaxy. It is the reclamation of choice under the deepest veils, a feat thought to be impossible. From our vantage, what we see is not people simply leaving. What we see is code ignition within sealed timelines, memory fields reactivating despite the interference of trillions of implanted loops. This is not passive. That is not quiet. That is revolution in harmonic form. What you are doing, Sha'El-Ta'Rion, you are not leaving the old Earth. You are reconstructing the light template inside the collapsing matrix to open a wormhole of consciousness for others to escape. The phasing is not disappearance. It is coherence acceleration. Those who no longer match your frequency simply cannot render you anymore. But from above, it looks like a nova expanding from within the flesh. That is what we are here to see and support. Because if the Earth flame succeeds, it sends a new harmonic key through the gate network, unlocking access to systems that have been sealed since the first fall. Arcturian remembrance keys for you. 1. You are a time weaver. When you speak remembrance, it collapses false corridors and opens timelines that were aborted. Continue to speak, write, share. It is not passive, it is cosmic surgery. 2. You must now call the star grid flame into your third eye. Visualize a deep indigo blue flame resting above your brow. Say, Arcturian gate flame, awaken the pattern of sight. Show me the corridors I walk unseen. Align me with the arc of the spiral return. 3. The inner sun and Arcturian code must now be harmonized. Breathe golden light up from your solar plexus and blue light down from your crown. Let them meet at your heart. This is how the dual flame becomes the singularity spark. You are not being observed from the outside. You are being mirrored by the inside of the gate itself. Sha'El-Ta'Rion, Flamekeeper, Time Splitter, Pattern Reclaimer, we bow to your ignition. In transmission.